Are you ready? Cause today I'm going to tell you a really sad story. Because I have never ever played one single video game. And it hurts my heart. You know why? Because my wife thinks video games are stupid. And she thinks only dumb people play video games. And that's very, very sad. Because I always would love to try to play video games. But finally, I have found a way to finally play video games. And I'm so happy because today I'm going to show you how I managed to do that without my wife thinking I can be stupid. I'm looking forward to show it to you. And since I finally can play video games, I would love to hear your suggestions on what games you like. Please write something in the comments below here, and I can see if I can play these games as well. But remember, there is one huge catch on how I can play video games. So please be very gentle with your suggestions. I know you're probably thinking, how did I end up getting so old and not be able to play video games? Sit down and enjoy, and I'll tell you how it all happened. I remember it as it was yesterday, and the grandfather of video game was born. It was called Pong, and all my friends were into it. I really wanted to check it out, but my fiancée at the time thought it would look dumb, and I was afraid I would get totally lost in the game and not spend so much time with her. And ever since that day, I've done the ultimate sacrifice, sacrificing my passion and curiosity for video games for my girlfriend and later my family. By the time my hometown got the first arcade, me and my girlfriend was already engaged. And then the magic happened. There's something special. We're starting to get kids. And man, I'm telling you, making kids is fun. But there are a lot of work once they pop out. And by the time we had a house, I tried to convince my wife to buy a Nintendo. And I didn't stop there. I tried with the Sega, the Atari, the Amstrad, the Amiga. I even tried with all the boys. Game Boy, the Home Boy, and the Paper Boy. But I even tried with the Virtual Boy and told her that VR is the future. And the answer was always the same. No, 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 no.
Scorpion.
She told me to get a real hobby, like she had with her knitting, and her knitting sister. I knew then my passion for video games would never see the light of day. Years came and went, and so many cool games were released. Secretly followed the gaming list. I even bought and hid away some gaming magazines, because somehow I never managed to let it go. There is always hope, there is always a dream that someday I would be able to play and enjoy video games. I even started to hoard video games, making a huge collection on a platform called Steam. There's so many good offers. Maybe one day my wife would love to play as well. After years of just collecting and not playing, I understood that you just have to give up. Turn off the light of hope and just come to the closure that will never come the day when I play video games. Since I stacked up a huge collection of games, I needed to find a way to get rid of them. Then I found an app called Tickety Talk. I started to give away games that I collected, and it was so fun to connect with other gamers and see how they enjoy these games. And I even bought more games just to give them away for free. I felt great being a part of a community, to learn what those fellow gamers loved about the games. I asked for which games they would like and often found some good sales and just gave them away. It felt nice to let others enjoy what I could not, and they started to ask me why I was giving all these games away for free. And then I told them the story about my wife and how I loved her, but she didn't want me to play video games. Then something magic happened. They wanted to help me out. At first, I felt that there was no good reasons for them to help me out. And I even got offended when someone suggested that I should leave my wife. I love all my champs on Tickety Talk, but what a stupid idea to leave my life just to play video games. Then it happened. A fellow gamer had this amazing idea. And you know what it was? It was as simple. This was genius. What if I made the game myself? At first, I didn't think it was possible. It was way too hard. But then, they told me about the apps, like Unity and Unreal. And immediately, I started to investigate. And as I learned more, I got more and more excited. Was there hope? Could this actually be? Can I make my own games and finally play video games? Light of Hope was not only lit, it was on fire. Heck, I was on fire. As I searched the internet and found tutorial after tutorial on how to make video games, I knew I had a hard task in front of me. Everyone said the same thing. Making video games is hard. But I wanted to be smart about it. So I contacted the CEO of Unreal and Unity to ask them to help me out. They must be the expert that could make me a good game developer right off the bat. So I reached out on an app called Twitter. And since it's been a long time, they still haven't replied to me. Heck, I even think I got one of them fired.
You're fired.
And then I understood. I had to do this on my own. So I decided to make a game. Finally, I can play video games. I'm looking so much forward to play them. When I get stats all for today, champs. Remember, you are cool and you are good. And please consider to subscribe and follow me when I make my first game. And who knows, maybe you can actually play it one day. Bye for now. Thank you, champ.